They thought she would remember. Dr. Laura Miles was just another human to the Zarkari Empire, insignificant, fragile, and naive. They'd abducted her from a deep space research station near Jupiter, a clean snatch with zero trace. There. Goal? Extract human neurological patterns and erase her memories before dumping her back. But the Zarkari underestimated two things: the complexity of the human brain and Alara's rage. When she awoke on their ship, her mind fogged and limbs restrained, Alara didn't panic. She listened. She watched. And deep within, something primal stirred. What they'd tried to delete, they had only buried, and with every hour, her memories clawed their way back. She remembered her brother screaming as the station's alarms blared. She remembered the flickering light of the alien teleport beam as her crewmates vanished one by one. She remembered the face of the Zarkari scientist who had leaned in close and whispered in a guttural tone, "You will forget everything, human." He was the first she killed. By the second week aboard their vessel, she had memorized the guard patterns, recalibrated the translation matrix, and reverse-engineered their neural inhibitors using pieces of her own restraint. When the chance came, she didn't hesitate. The guards outside her cell never expected her to ram a sharpened fragment of her bioscanner through the soft plate of their throat armor. Blood the color of dark indigo sprayed the walls. She took one of their pulse rifles and vanished into the belly of the ship. She didn't just escape. She hijacked the entire war cruiser. It took 3 hours of brutal, relentless navigation and guerrilla tactics. She rerouted power, tricked the AI, and used their own tech against them. By the time she reached the command bridge, the remaining Zarkari crew had either fled in escape pods or bled out in the vents. She set a course straight for Earth's moon and transmitted a signal. "This is Dr. Laura Miles. I have acquired Zarkari. War-class vessel K-Til Varnek. Recommend immediate fleet interception and boarding. Cargo: Vengeance." The humans responded fast. The Earth Defense Fleet swarmed her coordinates in less than 20 minutes. But they didn't take her into custody. They listened. They learned. And then they let her lead. Humanity had long suspected that something lurked in the deep black beyond Mars. Now they had proof and a way to strike back. Alara became more than a scientist. She became the architect of vengeance. She reverse-engineered every piece of Zarkari technology she could get her hands on. Using the stolen cruiser as a model, Earth scientists under her guidance developed Project Lazarus, a stealth fleet designed not just for defense, but for surgical extinction. She knew where they nested, where they bred, where they trained there. Abductors. And one by one, she erased them. The first colony fell with precision. Orbital bombardment from silent human dreadnoughts equipped with phase-shielded plasma cores. No warning, no survivors. The second was more personal. Alara herself led the infiltration team, her armor black as void, her eyes cold with memory. They breached the fortress, and she walked straight into the command chamber, placing a pulse detonator in the lap of the same Zarkari genetic line that had authorized her memory wipe. Her words echoed through their halls before the charge vaporized. "The palace. You tried to delete me. Now I'm deleting your history." The Zarkari sent diplomats, begged for negotiation. She sent back silence in their ambassadors' heads, cryo-frozen and gift-wrapped in titanium. But it wasn't blind genocide. Alara was strategic, surgical. She spared civilians, enslaved worlds, and defectors, offering them sanctuary in exchange for intelligence. She built an underground network of liberated species who rallied under the Terran banner. The galaxy began to whisper her name in fear. The memory that fights back. The human who remembers. The ghost of VARNAK. The humans, she was a hero. To the Zarkari, she was the extinction protocol made flesh. And even as peace finally started to settle among the stars, Alara didn't rest. In her private vault aboard the battleship Revenant, she kept a single neural shard, a fragment of the device the Zarkari once used to wipe her mind. Each night, she stared at it, not out of fear, but to remember the price of forgetting. To remember what it means to be human, and to make sure that if any other empire ever dared to erase a Terran memory again, they'd understand humans don't forget. They become legends.